Tonight, the eyes of the world are fixed on Washington. Inside the halls of Congress, the atmosphere is electric. President Donald Trump is about to deliver a State of the Union address that could define the next decade of American power. But beyond the politics, the machinery of war is moving. U.S. military forces are mobilizing across multiple theaters on a scale not seen in years. Global markets are already bracing for the shock. A new era of economic warfare has begun, and the first moves have already been made. This is not just another political speech. This is a moment that could fundamentally reshape the balance of global power. Welcome to our special report, America on the Brink. The White House has confirmed the theme, America strong, prosperous, and respected. It's a message intended to project absolute control. At home, Trump needs to address a base concerned about inflation and economic stability. He needs to show that America is winning again. Tonight's speech is not just about policy, it is about power. It is about convincing the world that the era of strategic patience is over. The most immediate flashpoint is Iran. Tensions in the Persian Gulf have reached a boiling point not seen in decades. 2 additional carrier strike groups have been deployed to the region. This is a massive concentration of firepower designed to deter aggression. Strategic bombers and 5th-generation fighters have been moved to forward bases. The signal to Tehran is unmistakable. President Trump's warning was blunt: make a deal or face consequences. He cautioned that Iran could face a very bad day if diplomacy fails. Military advisors warn that any direct conflict could escalate into a regional conflagration, destabilizing the global energy supply. Non-essential personnel are being evacuated from embassies across the region. These are the classic precursors to military action. While the military buildup continues, Trump is fighting a second war, an economic one. The decision to raise tariffs to 15% is a seismic shift. These tariffs target a wide range of global imports, from consumer electronics to industrial machinery. America First is being enforced with financial might. The reaction from trade partners has been one of shock and anger. Beijing and Brussels are already considering retaliatory measures. Wall Street is on edge. Trade rules are being rewritten overnight, and volatility has become the new normal for global investors. The administration argues these tariffs are necessary to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. and counter unfair trade practices. It is a high-stakes gamble. Trump's supporters see this as a painful but necessary step towards self-reliance, a decoupling from adversarial economies. America is now operating on multiple fronts at once: military pressure in the East, economic pressure across the oceans, and political pressure at home. This is a coordinated strategy. Each front supports the other. Military buildup gives economic demands weight, and economic strength funds the military. Inside the Pentagon, planners are running simulations for every scenario, from limited strikes to full-scale regional conflict. There is also the invisible front, cyber warfare. Defenses are being tested every hour. A single breach could be the catalyst for everything else. At home, the public is divided. Some see a return to strength, while others see a dangerous path toward overextension. The so too is a chance to unify. As the clock ticks toward 9 p.m., every word of the speech has been vetted for its impact on allies and enemies alike. The stakes couldn't be higher. European allies are particularly nervous, fearing they may be caught between U.S. economic demands and regional instability. Solidarity is being tested. Energy security has become national security. The U.S. is pushing for total independence while using its resources as a diplomatic tool. In Tehran and Moscow, every move from Washington is analyzed for signs of resolve or hesitation. They are preparing their own counters. We are at a crossroads. The decisions made in the next 48 hours will echo for decades. This is a transformation of the global order. The defense industry is seeing its largest surge in funding in a generation. From hypersonic missiles to space-based surveillance, the future is arriving fast. Information warfare is also peaking. Disinformation and propaganda make it harder for the public to distinguish fact from fear. Truth is the first casualty. Behind every headline are the people, soldiers being deployed, workers in factories, and families wondering what the future holds. This is personal for everyone. In times of crisis, the strength of a nation is found in its resilience. Tonight, Trump will attempt to tap into that national spirit to rally support. The threat of retaliation is real. A spiral of protectionism could lead to consequences not seen since the 1930s. The stakes for global trade are absolute. The decoupling of the world's two largest economies is accelerating. Supply chains that took decades to build are being dismantled in mere months. Intelligence suggests proxy forces are also on high alert. The risk of miscalculation on the ground is at an all-time high. One spark could start it all. Is there a path to a deal? Some believe this maximum pressure is a tactic to force a last-minute grand bargain to reset international relations. Secret back channels are reportedly active as third parties work feverishly to find a face-saving exit for both sides before shots are fired. Investors are fleeing to safe haven assets. Gold and silver are reaching new highs as the global financial hierarchy undergoes its greatest test in decades. Even the Arctic is becoming a front. Competition for resources and trade routes is intensifying as the geopolitical temperature rises across the globe. Tonight's speech is a frequency set by Washington that will be heard in every capital on every continent. It is a signal that cannot be ignored. The world is preparing, allies are hedging, rivals are fortifying, and the global public is bracing for whatever happens next. The tension is worldwide. Space is now a contested domain. Satellites controlling communication and navigation are primary targets. The stakes are literally out of this world. We are on the brink, not just of war or recession, but of a new era. What happens next will change the course of history for us all. This is history in real time. As the sun sets over Washington, the world changes. What happens tonight will define our lives for years to come. Thank you for staying informed. Subscribe now to stay informed as history unfolds, because the next decision, the next move, could change everything. Good night.